Hey y'all, Machine Washable here, and today we have a very exciting video. I'm doing Spirit Halloween years, ranked through 2010 to 2023. Let's just get started. So, important information and disclaimers. I know that 2010 obviously was not the first year for Spirit, animatronics, and themes. I'm only starting at 2010 because it's considered start of the Spirit we know today, and is one of the more well-documented older years. Ranking will be based off of animatronics, props, themes, and overall cohesiveness of the year as a whole. And this video take a really long time to make, so it's probably gonna be a longer video. If you just want to get like a drink, a snack, get some popcorn, it's gonna be a fun viewing experience. So let's go ahead and get started. First, at very last place is 2022. Were the props good? Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the themes? Not at all. The best prop in my opinion was Lord Raven, and the worst prop was obviously Young Crouchy. Overall rating 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, 2022 is in last place. A laboratory is a really cool theme idea. However, it was a miss for me. I love the use of the bubble tubes and shaking floors, but the main downfall of 2022 is the props. Nothing is too exciting and everything is very expensive. This year could have been really awesome, I think, with a laboratory theme. We could have had some super cool things. We should have had Dr. Illume, I think, in the theme. And also we should have had a Frankenstein, but instead we had clowns. You know, Spirit loves to put clowns in every theme for no reason, so very frustrating. Next, at number 13 is 2018. Were the props good? No. Were the themes good? No. Did the props match the theme? Surprisingly, yes. The best props, in my opinion, were Pumpkin Patch Prowler and Straw Man, and the worst prop, obviously, was Flying Vulture. 2018 has to be one of the most boring years ever. The only notable thing is the first ever walkthrough section, which was cool. All the props felt so similar, and nothing was that interesting about this year. Nothing is inherently bad, however, nothing manages to stand out. This year, I hate on it a lot. It's not, like, horrible, but it's just so incredibly boring. Like, every prop just feels exactly the same. Like, half the lineup is just scarecrows, and then there's obviously clowns for some reason. The back theme, I think, is a little better. I love that little walkthrough section with Lost Her Way. I think Lost Her Way is one of the better props from this year. But overall, this year is just so incredibly boring. I cannot sit here and lie and just say that this year was exciting and cool, because I really did not care for this year at all. Next, at number 12, is 2016. Were the props good? Honestly, yeah. Were the themes good? I would say not really. And did the props match the theme? Probably, yeah. I'd say in the front theme, the props match the theme a lot better than the back theme. The best prop, in my opinion, was Floating Ghost Girl, and the worst prop was Evil Clown. Overall rating is 6.5. 2016 is not horrible, but similarly to 2018, there just isn't anything too crazy going on. Overall, there's a solid lineup of props, and they fit well into the theme, mostly just the clock tower. The hotel, barely anything fit, except for, like, maybe Electrified Corpse. But yeah, the hotel is really weird. The only props that really fit are Electrified Corpse and maybe the TV. I don't know, this year just felt so boring. Again, like 2018. There's nothing inherently bad about this year, but it's just, they could have done so much better. And I feel like a clock tower, especially, is just such like a random theme. Also a hotel. The themes this year were really like random, it felt like. Next, at 11th place is 2020. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? For the most part. And did the props match the themes? Not at all. This is probably the biggest offender for the props not matching the themes. 2020 just had the most random lineup of props. I don't think we had a single prop that really fit into the theme. The best props, in my opinion, were Harvester of Souls and Miss Mercy. And obviously the worst prop was Johnny Punk. Overall rating is 7 out of 10. I would say this is where the Spirit years start getting better. They made a lot of sacrifices in 2020, and I'm happy that they were able to even open. We had a pretty decent lineup of props, but they didn't really fit into the themes at all. Sewer Varmint and maybe Nightcrawler seem to be the only props that fit into the themes this year, and these scrapped ideas looked really awesome, and I'm sad that they weren't actually made into real life. Obviously, I know that there were lots of limitations with what was going on at the time, and so I think it was better that they didn't have all of the big walkthrough sections. But overall, I would say 2020 is just kind of there. You know, what they were able to do was pretty great, but you still can't say it's better than a lot of the themes in years later in this list, so that is why 2020 is at this place in the list. Next, at 10th place is 2010. This is funny because it's like 10, 10. So silly. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. And did the props match the theme? Yes, surprisingly. The best prop in my opinion is Demonica, and the worst prop is probably Caged Beast. I had a hard time figuring out which one to put for the worst prop, just because there was nothing that was too horrible. I should mention that this is the only year on this list that I did not get to see personally. 2011 was my first year, but 2010 had a lot going on, and it did a lot of it pretty well. I like all the small themes they had, which incorporated a large selection of different props. You can't forget the Zombie Baby theme. This is one of two whole, themes that were entirely dedicated to zombie babies, which I wish they would do that again. I think that they should bring back that third theme and just make it a zombie baby theme. That would be really awesome. And overall, pretty solid year, and Uncle Charlie is overrated. Just wanted to put that out there. Next, at 9th place is 2021. These images are a little different because this is the only year that on this list that we didn't get official videos for, which is kind of annoying. I had to use drone footage videos, which was kind of weird. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the theme? No, not at all. This is probably the second. Same thing with 2020. I would say this is the other year where the props just did not match the theme at all. You know, we had a factory. We could have had maybe some cool steampunk robot. I don't know, THD 3000, Cold Hate. Maybe if Spirit had that this year, it would have been really cool, but no, apparently. The best props, in my opinion, I know it says best prop, but there were some pretty cool props this year. We had Mr. Dark Henry and Harriet Hustle, and the worst prop, in my opinion, were probably that Pennywise Super Great Thing and Night Stalker. That's the Scarecrow thing, by the way. Overall rating, 7 out of 10. This was the first and only year that I worked at Spirit. I really liked the themes and prop this year, but sadly, they didn't really fit into the themes. This was one of the first, I misspelled years, sorry. This was one of the first years where prices really seemed to rise, and a lot of props were $280 or more. Overall, very good year, and lots of fun helping out in the store. But yeah, as it says, this year really is when the prices started to rise. Obviously, the past few years we've had just insane prices, but this year really felt like the biggest offender for when the prices just started going up for no reason. We had some props that were way too expensive, and I stand by that. So overall, 2021 was pretty good. Number 8, I have 2015. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. This is one of my favorite years for themes. And did the props match the themes? I would say it's about 50-50. The front theme had a lot of props that fit in the theme, like all of the witches, compost corpse, fairly decent. But then in the back theme, there was just nothing. Best props, in my opinion, were Smoldering Zombie, and the worst prop was Hung Up Zombie. Kind of funny because they're both zombies. Overall rating, 7.5 out of 10. 2015 is the better sibling of 2016. Really great year with some really memorable props. A swamp theme was bound to happen, and it worked out really well. The train station, much like the 2016 theme, felt very wild. It felt very just out of nowhere. It felt like a wild card. And the props did not really fit into it at all, but I'll let it slide because the swamp was so good. 2015 was overall a really solid year. Don't really have anything to complain. This is widely considered the first year of modern Spirit, not only because just of how the themes looked and the props, but also this is the first year that we had just 2 themes. Usually we'd have a front theme, a middle theme, and then a back theme, but now we just have a front theme, back theme, and then maybe an extra little side theme that has 1 or 2 props. But 2015 is widely considered the first year of Modern Spirit, and I'd say it's about in the middle. Pretty good. Next, at 7th place is 2023. As of now, there have not been any official theme videos, so I spelled this wrong, but credit to Ryan's, R-Y-A-N-Z, on YouTube. He's one of my friends. Very good flagship video he has. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the themes? Unfortunately, no. We had a bunch of clowns. We had a few graveyard props, but I mean, not enough to really say that it matches. I would say maybe Blackheart, Widow, Eternal Rest, and maybe Howling Ghost thing. But other than that, nothing really nothing really fits. The best props in my opinion were the Blackheart and Emmeline. I wish Emmeline was in stores, but I kind of understand just because how big her mechanism is. And the worst prop I'd say is Dagger Mike. This year doesn't have many bad props, it just doesn't have many good props. I don't like a lot of the licensed props this year. They just feel very random and kind of lame and overpriced. Overall rating, 8 out of 10. 2023 lands itself right in the middle of this list. One of the better modern years in my opinion. I spelled "and" wrong. And a big step up from 2022. We have some really unique concepts and I love the themes. The opening door with the jumping spider in the back is really creative and fun. Great props and good themes. Overall, just pretty good year, I would say. It lands itself in the middle of this list, exact middle. Next, number 6 is 2011. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the themes? Yes. This is going to be a common theme of these next few years. All the props are good, all the themes are good, and all the props are going to match the themes overall. Best prop in my opinion is Demonica, and the worst prop is Life Sentence. Life Sentence just did not make any sense because you kind of had to like make a whole section for him. You kind of had to like make a wall and then cut a hole in the wall and then put him in, and then if you just had him like propped up, you could obviously see that it was just like a flat little thing. It didn't make any sense. Bad in my opinion. Overall rating, 8 out of 10. 2011 was a pretty decent year. This year had a whole theme dedicated to zombie babies, which I love. In my opinion, this is the better zombie baby theme. I love the zombie baby playground in 2010, but I think the zombie baby swings is just a lot better. The Vampire Mausoleum looked great and had some awesome props. 2011 did feel like a great value brand, kind of an off-brand of 2012. The Haunted House was repeated next year, but I think the 2012 one was overall better. So this isn't bad. I think it's fine that they repeated one theme. They didn't do it a bunch. But overall, it just feels like an off-brand 2012, but still a good year. Love 2011. Number 5 is 2017, one of the more recent years. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the themes? Yes. This is one of the most recent years where the props really fit the themes. The props all good lineup and just overall everything fit. The best prop in my opinion is Menacing Molly. The worst prop is easily Fogging Basement Doors. Just overpriced, expensive, could have looked a lot better in my opinion. Overall rating is 8.5 out of 10. 2017 had some memorable themes and props, and Area 31 was one of my favorite themes of all time. I love all the special little features and props used. Spirit Hollow Bridge is also really cool. The wiggling wooden board is a great touch, and overall 2017 was just a great year. I loved the alien theme. I love everything they had going on back there. They managed to fit a lot of props that weren't exactly aliens or like kind of extraterrestrial. They managed to fit a lot of props into that theme that you wouldn't normally think would fit in there, and it worked well. You know, we had the high voltage fenced in zombie, cryo chamber corpse, toe tagged corpse. We had just really good props that were able to fit into the theme, so I commend Spirit for doing that in 2017. Next, number 4 is 2012. This is probably an unpopular opinion because I know 2012 will be ranked higher in other people's videos, but I still like 2012. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Probably one of the best years we had for themes in general. Best prop, easily Rosemary, and the worst prop, I could not tell you one. I looked through all the videos, looked through all the photos. I couldn't really find a prop that I just didn't like, in my opinion. A runner-up for best prop is also Grave Mourner. Super creepy, scary prop. Overall rating, 9 out of 10. I honestly couldn't tell you anything bad about 2012. The props and themes were just stellar, and they all fit into the themes flawlessly. The Terra Mill is genuinely one of the scariest themes, and this was definitely the prime time for Spirit Halloween of being scary. Everything, all good things for 2012. Terra Mill, terrifying, so many good props. This year was just great. I can't really complain at all about this year. Again, it also had that, it had the Haunted House, the House of Horrors, I'm pretty sure, which I think this one was better than 2011. Just really good year in my opinion. Number 3, 2019. I know this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. Did the props match the themes? No. Best prop, easily Demonic Dahlia, and worst prop, easily Graveyard Ghoul. Yeah, as I said earlier, 2019 is generally considered one of the best years for Spirit, one of the better modern years for Spirit. However, ranking it in the top 3 is probably a very unpopular opinion. A big thing for me that I love about 2019 is the animatronics, and mostly the back theme. The use of screens and even scents is phenomenal inside the aquarium. The Fallen Lighthouse and the boardwalk provide such a cool area. And I don't really care for the boat, but I'll let it slide because of the other things this year has going for it. Overall, 2019 is just oddly nostalgic for me. It was only like 3-4 years ago, but super good year. Just, I know people are probably gonna disagree with this. I've always loved 2019. Nothing bad to say about 2019. We had some kind of bad props, but the themes were incredible. Number 2, 2013. Were the props good? Yes. Were the themes good? Yes. And the props did match the themes. Best prop is Silent and Deadly, and the worst prop is Wheelchair Psycho. Overall rating is 9.5 out of 10. The fact that 2013 was the last clown theme we ever got is shocking. For the amount of clowns we have now, I don't understand why they don't just do another clown theme. The clown train is really good. The haunted house thing in the middle is good. Although, why are there 2 Skeeves the Butlers? I know that they have the 3-foot one and the 6-foot one. Just pick one or the other. I don't know why we had 2. And the asylum overall is just great. 2013 was a great year and definitely one of the best years. This is why I have it at number 2. Everything just fits together so well. Love this year. Great year. And lastly, number 1, I have 2014. Were the props good? Yes. Best lineup probably. This is one of the best lineups we've ever gotten in my opinion. Were the themes good? 100%. And did the props match the themes? For the most part, yes. Best prop, obviously, Broken Spine Girl. She's on top. And worst prop is Bouncy. Again, this year didn't have any bad props. I just did not like Bouncy. I thought he was very annoying. I like Zombie Babies for the most part, but it was just so annoying and didn't really do much for the price. Overall rating, 10 out of 10. My personal favorite Spirit Halloween year of all time. The 3 themes were so creepy and awesome in their own ways. The Ruins was such a solid theme. I love all of the screens they used. I love Untimely Death. I love the like little pumpkin area, just really great. You can't ignore the iconic Attic Girls. The Attic theme was probably the best middle theme we ever got. It packed so much into that small little area, which I love. And the Last Chance Gas was just perfect. It might be one of my favorite theme names of all time. It's just really funny. Last Chance Gas. It's so creepy, so disturbing, and just perfect year. Definitely my favorite year of all time. Just love 2014. Perfect year, no complaints. So here's my recap of all the years. It goes from 2022, 2018, 2016, 2020, 2010, 2021, 2015, 2023, 2011, 2017, 2012, 2019, 2013, and lastly 2014. Let me know what y'all think of this ranking. I know that I have some kind of unpopular opinions in here, especially with 2022 at very last place and 2019 so high up, as well as 2011 being kind of low. Very interesting. But thank y'all so much for watching. This video took a lot of work, so I hope y'all appreciated it. I hope y'all learned more about my views of some of these themes. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.